Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're logging in from. Welcome, Eve. Welcome. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting, fun call, guys. And it's you're going to learn a lot of golden nuggets, but you're going to learn a lot about perseverance and staying focused, and so on and so forth. So we wanted to, let's give everybody some updates on GotBackup itself. Um, for those who don't know, we've been working. The project will never be finished. We're constantly adding new features. We're constantly listening to you guys on what features you'd like to see. Because as I've always said, guys, despite on the absolute amazing leadership that you're going to meet today, these amazing diamonds and above, I'm a big believer that the core of everything above your leadership, above your team, above your compensation plan is an amazing product that just people absolutely use and love because of the price point and the value and the timing and so forth. So we're continuing to add more and more and more to the software. It's been a bit of a challenge in the sense that we're dealing with petabytes and petabytes of data. I know most of you go, what the heck is a petabyte? I never knew either. Well, if 1 megabyte is this big and then 1 gigabyte is this big, like a petabyte is huge, right? So it's massive amounts of data, but we're getting through it and we've learned a lot. And you're going to see, I hope to release some new features this week. We're in the last stages of testing with that, so on and so forth. But nevertheless, let's get started and talk to you a little bit about everything. And we wanted to, Eve wanted to come into this webinar. She won't stay for the whole aspect of the webinar, but she wanted to come in because we just feel absolutely and amazingly blessed with the people that we're working with. So you're going to meet some extraordinary people, and the amazing team of diamond leaders and above. Like I said, we'll give you some golden nuggets, but the most important part of this, guys, is you walk away feeling inspired, knowing you're in the right place at the right time, where you can become your own diamond as well. And I also want to just say very quickly before I turn things over to Eve, it's not just about the diamonds, it's about all of you. Everybody who's ranked up to copper and bronze and everything above, it's one step at a time, but you have this group of people that are absolutely dedicated to your success. We're growing massively in Ghana, we're growing in the Philippines, we're growing around North America, we're growing around all over the world. So let me just remove this for a second. Go ahead and say your part, Eve. We just feel so blessed working with these amazing
Absolutely blessed, inspired, humbled even. Um, you know, like as Joel said, it's not about rank, right? But today we decided to recognize and give our appreciation and great thanks to all and everybody affiliates who achieved diamond and higher. But every single rank is just not a rank. It shows your hard work, your dedication, your leadership, your belief, and you're not you know you inspire us very much, and you're not only helping grow the business, but you are helping to grow the movement. So I personally feel very, 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 very even humbled to know so many wonderful people, uh, because again, the hard work and dedication is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, before we introduce you to some things, there's a couple, I was thinking a lot about what are the common denominators that we've seen in all. And again, I don't want anybody to feel excluded. This is about all of you, but we're here to talk about people who've ranked a diamond and above. And we want this to be fun and interactive, right? Because working from home, starting your own business from home is supposed to be fun and interactive. And we're going to keep it and make it that way. So put in the text chat, any of you, what do you think the common traits are amongst the diamonds that you'll be meeting today? And, give us your ideas and so forth, and let us know what you think. And we're going to come up with, there's 3 common denominators that I noticed amongst all these people. But, a lot of them, they're going to show you their strategies and things like that. But it really comes down to just a few core things, okay? And those were, with so many shiny objects across the internet today, right? The challenge isn't working from home. The challenge is there seems to be new opportunity across the internet 10, 15, 25 times a day. And what I want you to understand here, folks, that's very, very important, okay, is there are a lot of great opportunities out there, but you want to get involved in things that are absolutely unique and at the beginning of a growing trend. Okay. So with so many shiny objects, they understood, as soon as, like, just as an example, when I reached out to Chris and Tammy, and, because of their leadership, many of the diamonds, not all of them, but many of the diamonds you're going to meet today are in their downline. Why? Because they know how to create leadership out of other people and duplicate. But when I presented the opportunity to them, it took them literally seconds to go, oh my God, I've been using Dropbox for 3 years, 4 years, whatever the case may be, and I've never gotten paid a dime. And I know how useful cloud storage is. It's becoming not a want, but a need. And so they literally jumped on board every day. So here's the thing I want you to understand, guys. You don't have an opportunity if you don't have a product or a service that people are willing to pay for anyway, irrespective of an opportunity. Okay, let me say that again. There's no such thing as an opportunity if people don't pay for a similar product or service, irrespective of that opportunity. 3.2 billion people out of the 8 billion people there are on the planet, I don't know the exact amount, use cloud backup. Okay. Yes, there are providers like Google Drive. They'll give you like 20 gigabytes for free, which is really just to get you using the product. But out of the 3.2 billion using cloud storage and backup, here's the thing. 1.4 billion people are paying for extra storage. 33, get this, guys, 33% of iCloud's service model, meaning iTunes and Apple Video and Apple TV, 33% of their revenue comes from iCloud, meaning people started to back up their phones. They ran out of space. Just like if you run out of space elsewhere, you can come to us. And they said, yes, I want to back up my stuff for more space. Okay. So because of the uniqueness of the opportunity, they state, here's the one clear, absolute thing without question. All the diamonds stayed focused on GotBackup because they also understand what true leadership is. Anything you want to say, Eve, on that?
I can only agree to every single word that you have just said. And yeah, I can't wait to hear all the inspiring stories and and learn from them too, learn their skills, how to be that dedicated and hardworking, right? Because your life, you never stop learning.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the one takeaway that you're going to get a lot of takeaways today, guys. But here's the one golden nugget that I can give to you guys that I see in all our leadership, okay, in all our diamonds. And you'll see that word leadership because it's about you becoming your own leader. Understand this very carefully. As an independent reseller, affiliate, whatever you want to call yourself, a GotBackup, these people, and you should know, you're not a salesperson, okay? You are indeed the coach, the captain, the general of the team you build. Okay. So here's the one common denominator amongst all the people that I've personally seen that you're going to see today is they don't generate sales. They generate leaders. Okay. And what do I mean by that? The coach or the captain. Okay. So if you're building your downline, let's say, for those of you who like soccer or American football or whatever it is, you're building out your team. Okay. So as you have your first person underneath you, whether it's from spillover or directly from your own efforts, you now have one person on your team. Now, if there's a coach out there that built up his team and literally just walked away right after, the success of that team would be absolutely zero. Like truly zero. Imagine, an NFL team, I don't know, whatever, one of the greatest teams in the world. Without a coach, it's impossible. You are the coach. That's the difference, guys, honestly, between affiliate marketing, which is, and some of our diamonds are just affiliate marketers. I'll be first to say that, and we will mention them today. Affiliate marketers are really, really great with online marketing, generating traffic, and because they're good at generating traffic, they generate sales. But that's all that they focus on, generating sales. And then it's up to us as a company to get those people, engaged and so forth. So The main ingredient that I see in all our diamonds is they understand that as a leader, they're not there to generate sales. They're there to generate leadership, coaches, and create new captains in their downline. And that's the absolute truth. So now some of you might be saying right now, but I don't even have anybody in my downline. Okay. Here's another thing that I want you to understand. Entrepreneurial mindset versus employee mindset. This is going to trigger some of you, but it's the absolute truth. So to any of you who have not referred anybody yet, and that's okay, but listen carefully to what I'm about to say. If I said, listen, it's Saturday today. If you sign up 10 people by this coming Friday, I'm going to pay you $5,000. I can guarantee every single one of you would sign up 10 people. Why? You've got that goal at the end of, if I do X, I'm going to get Y. If I guaranteed you by coming Friday, you signed up 10 people, I'm paying you $5,000, guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed, every single one of you would do that. That's what's called an employee mindset. Okay. If I get X education, if I do this, if I get this job as an engineer, I can expect to make $90,000 a year. If I'm a doctor, I can expect to make $200,000 a year. That is not an entrepreneurial mindset, guys. There is uncertainty. But if you put in the effort, just like you know you're going to get that $5,000 check on Friday, I absolutely guarantee every single one of you can see success. Okay. It's just a foregone conclusion, no doubt about it. So anything last words you want to say, Eve, before we bring up our first diamond?
No, I'm excited to meet our diamonds and listen to them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to bow out of here, that's up to you.
Right.
And the first diamond we're going to bring up, just click remove from, there you go, is an amazing individual that I've come to call my friend. Very blessed to be working with him. I'm very excited to be able to shake his hand in this coming August in Ottawa. Dr. Koa is just an unbelievable, infectious individual. Okay. And that's part of leadership, guys, is your posture. Like every time I talk to him, I'm excited 10 minutes before to talk to him because he gives me the energy, right? Even though technically as a corporation, I'm above him in the tree, even though I don't get affiliate commissions, he's the one that inspires me. Just like Eve said, we feel so humbled working with so many amazing people. And that's part of your posture. Okay. And when he joined GotBackup, he knew a little bit about Google Drive, not that much. He was maybe a user of it, but he just jumped in head first and then asked all the questions later. Okay, guys? And that's what you need to do is jump in head first, ask your questions later. So without further ado, Dr. Koa, it's an honor to have you here. I really appreciate you so very much. And I'll turn things over to you. What I'd like you to talk about is, what was it in GotBackup that you jumped in right away, kind of like Chris and Tammy? Was it the fact that it was Chris and Tammy, or was it the fact that you saw a growing trend in what we do? And yeah, just share some of your, you're just an amazing leader. The mic's all yours, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joel. And it's a pleasure to be working with you behind the scenes. You are a great person from the bottom of my heart. You make me enjoy being in this program. And it is because of people like you that we stay, because your leadership is what makes us see the bigger picture of this. I joined GotBackup basically because of Chris, I must say. And the reason is because I trust him and I know him, and I knew his capability, and I knew where he has been, where he was, and where he's going. And I understood his vision. So when he told me about GotBackup, because of that trust, I decided to jump in. But more so because I was fed up in using Dropbox. I was so fed up. I've been using it for 13 years, and I'd recommended over 89 people to them, and I've gotten zero income, and they were still charging me. They wanted me to still buy more and pay more. And I looked at the situation and I said, no way, I'm still going to use that. And so I decided to quickly switch. Whilst Chris was talking to me, I was on the board. And they started calling me that, why have you left us? And I said, I have to leave you because I have a better option. And I decided to now take this project, this business so well. I must say that, going back to what I said about Chris, when people trust you, when people believe in you, they will join you. You see, people technically don't join GotBackup really because they don't know what it is. They join you. So there must be something around you, a certain sort of aura, a certain sort of value, a certain kind of knowledge, a certain something about you that will attract and magnetize people to you. And so sometimes you may have built your value already in the past before coming to GotBackup, and that will help you to excel in GotBackup. But if not, what is required is for the person to develop some sort of unique value. That value, maybe as a teacher, maybe as a lawyer, maybe as a social media influencer, maybe as a pastor, maybe as an engineer, maybe as something, maybe as a woman who is able to take care of the house, a woman of substance, a fighter, something that you have harnessed, that you have become an expert in. And that is what attracts people to you. And so with that knowledge, with that value, when you now tell somebody about GotBackup, the person will join you. They will join you before they get to know the details about GotBackup. And this is one thing that I would say that it will be a very lovely thing for all of us to have. Okay. So that is the first part to your question. Should I continue or you
absolutely. These are great tidbits. Absolutely.
So I have just 3 points that I want to just bring across for those of us who aim at ever becoming a diamond. Is a very precious metal. But initially, diamond is not that beautiful as it is from the onset. It's not that beautiful. You don't normally see diamond and jump into it. Okay. In the initial phase of a diamond, it's not that beautiful. And so it has to be polished. It has to be cooked. It has to be bent. It must go through some fiery furnace. It must go through some torturous times before the beauty comes out of it. You've got to be cut like a diamond to be like a diamond. You've got to be willing to be baked in the furnace. Then you can come out. And that is what all great people are. They don't just get up to become the Bill Gates. They don't get up to become the Warren Buffett. They don't just get up. You got to be willing to be soaked. And so there are some qualities of a diamond that if a person is already outside before becoming part of GotBackup, that person will excel. The first one is be exemplary. You cannot tell your team members to register people when you are not registering. In fact, at some point in my team, I have registered more than everyone in my team. And the reason is because I want them to know and have my belief. Because sometimes you don't have belief, but you can buy somebody's belief. And the only way they can buy, because a person can register with GotBackup, but he still doesn't believe in it. He's just registered. Now, that belief has to grow. And for that to grow, the person needs your belief. And the only way the person will be able to get your belief is to see your passion, your energy, your everything into it. So you are moving with or without that person. He is just looking at you and say, what is he doing? What is he doing? And that alone is infectious. That will make the person want to come and do it. And that is one thing the leaders, the diamonds are. You have to be willing to do more of the work than anyone in the team. That is exemplary because leaders eat last. Leaders eat as Simon Sinek said that leaders eat last. Because as a leader, you got to be willing to do the hardest of the work. That is why they are paid commissionable income at the leadership level. Because there is some kind of thing. You see, there's something a leader can say because of how he has been baked that can make everything work out. And that is what a person. So you got to be someone who is exemplar, who is doing the work. Sometimes I'm tired, but I have to move on. Because if you check all leaders, that's what they are. Elon Musk doesn't sleep at some point in his life. Leaders are willing because the vision, you see, vision is who you are now by virtue of what you see. The vision drives a person. The vision drives a person. So he sees the end whilst others see the beginning. And in the end, because the end is so crystal clear in their mind, the potholes are on the way, but he doesn't see the potholes. There'll be challenges, there'll be changes, there'll be price changes, there'll be ups and downs, but the leader is strong because the destination is clear in his mind. So that is the first thing. Be exemplary and be willing to sacrifice.
Amazing.
More than every single person.
Now, the other question that I have personally, and we'll probably bring bring Solomon up next, simply because he's part of your leadership team. But what you've done an amazing job at is getting your team to stay focused, and you've also taken people, and because I see it in our system, that generally, yes, they brought in a few people, and then let's talk about Solomon just as an example. And then all of a sudden you mold them and you train them to go from creating their own captain, their own leadership. And now this gentleman is flying on his own. What's the process for that? Like, how do you take somebody, mold them into their own captain of their own team? Like, this is just absolutely amazing.
Yes, when the person comes, I work with the person from the beginning. So, what's his name? Eric Warren sometimes says that you have to teach, you have to demonstrate, and then you have to leave the person to do it on his own. So I work with them. First of all, sometimes they can't do much of the talking, so I do much of the talking with them from the beginning. So I tell them, watch me as I do. Watch me as I do. So they watch me. When they are not taking notes, I say, take notes. So this guy was taking notes. They are taking notes. They are taking notes. Then next time, I do it with them. I do it with them. So I do presentation with them. I say, come and be part of the presentation group. You see, one of the things I've realized is that all the leaders that are becoming greater and advancing, it is presentation that is driving them upward. And so the moment the person comes in, I want the person to present. Because when you are presenting, you are exhibiting an authority over the thing. And the people bombard you with questions. So your fear is dissipated. And this guy and every other leader, I try to work with them so that they present. Sometimes I present with them. Then I leave them this time to present themselves. So they all have their own presentation groups. And now, because they are presenting, occasionally they will invite me to come and step in to give a speech. Every week I have to step in other people's presentation and give a speech, because now they know how to do the presentation. And this is what helps them to groom themselves. And that is what, but along the line, you see that some will take it to the whole level. And this guy is one particular guy who would take it to the whole level. He says, look, I am burning the ships. I am just breaking. He called me, and at that time, he wasn't even a diamond. He says that he had about 150 people to become a diamond. He says, I'm going diamond. I said, how are you going to get 150 people in just a month? He said, I'm going to do it all by myself, even if they won't do. I said, are you crazy? Then we have to do this together. So we have to plan the structure. This guy was just working throughout, dawn throughout. And he was doing presentation upon presentation on different time zones. That sort of energy is a visionary person, a person who knows the destination so clear. And that is why I love working with such leaders, because I know that with that passion, the sky is the stepping stone. Yeah.
I'll give you my perspective. So I know who Solomon is. This will be the first time that I'm able to talk to him. So I'm excited to meet him. But, every time when I wake up in the morning, I obviously log into our system and I see, how our sales generated over the night. What the hell is this? Like, excuse my language, like 42 people out of Ghana in the past 4 hours or whatever it was. I'm like, okay, normally, but I know the team it came from. Normally, I'm like, okay, there's somebody that stole credit cards. There's somebody who's trying to scam the system. I knew it wasn't that, it shocked me at first. And I said, Dr. Koa's team. Now I get it. So without further ado, this amazing gentleman, guys, remember I said, if I paid you $5,000 by Friday to get 10 people, you would. This gentleman brought over 70 people in like a couple of weeks. And then as Dr. Koa said, like 150 people himself, folks. So Dr. Solomon, thank you so much for being here, my friend. It's such a pleasure to meet you. And, I'll have a few questions, but I would really love if you just interacted with Dr. Koa, because I know he's your mentor and your leader. But I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I know Eve wants to as well, so we'll bring in for a minute. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your hard work. And I look forward to going to Ghana to shake your hand personally, because things are just exploding over there. So over to you, sir, my friend.
Thank you. Well, 1 second. Yeah, let me just say my appreciation. Thank you so much. I'm very, very blessed to finally meet you not in person, but just to see
virtually.
Virtually. And like such a young man and so successful. Really, really am blessed and grateful for you, Dr. Solomon.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm perplexed. I'm like, I don't know what to talk. I'm so much happy for speaking the first time speaking to the CEO. Oh my goodness.
The pleasure is all mine. It's just amazing. Feel this energy. Look at the smile on both their faces, guys. Like, I know you feed that energy. That's the energy that you got to feed to your team, right? Challenges happen in business, mistakes happen, bugs happen, but you never just show wonderful energy. So again, I'm going to turn things over to the two of you. I'm here, but just share your, how did you do it, Dr. Solomon? How did you do it?
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Team, my name is Dr. Solomon Ifa, and currently in Ghana, and my mentor is Professor Kwaku Hanasari. And in fact, when we say life is about how you want it and how you want to go. So the first place, I would say I thank the Almighty God for giving us this amazing project. Trust me, anyone in the world is going to see the project, and anyone who is ready, like myself here, is going to make an amazing movement. So in the first place, you could see that the moment I joined the project, I saw the future, and already I'm somebody. Like I lost my daddy when I was very young, so life hasn't been easy. So I always take opportunities, and I don't joke with it at all. So when I got to know about the project and I saw how genuine it is, and I believe in the system, and that pushed me going. So the moment I wake up in the morning, I see that yes, this project can take me to my dreamland, because way back life hasn't been easy. And therefore, I have the hunger level. I dream about it and I plan about it. I remember a month before the diamond, I told my mentor that, yes, I got to get to diamond, and this is the time I want to do it. And he was amazed. And he told me, how are you going to do it? I said, yes, Prof, I'm hungry. Because when I look back to my family, there's no one. I'm the one putting the food on the table. And therefore, I have to struggle. I have to give up my best. So he told me, yes. Then if you are ready, we are also ready to support you. One thing I want to tell everybody on this call this time is that whenever you open your back office, it is your name that you are seeing. So that's one should even encourage you to go. When I open my back office, I see my name. And I see that I'm the one who registered. Even though when I was coming, before I became a bronze, copper, silver, platinum, up to diamond, it means that if I was able to make it to ruby or copper or silver, it means I can make it to the highest level. So I challenge myself. Every single day. I plan and I speak to my mentor. And I want to tell everyone that if you're on this project, it is a new institution. And wherever you want to go, somebody have already made it today. Somebody have already taken that journey. Therefore, get to a mentor. Get to somebody who knows road. So I've been saying that follow one who knows road. Follow those who knows road. So my mentor has been guiding me and tracking me and following up. And I put my hunger level to the highest, to the extent that I am going to do it. Even if some people give up on me, I am going to do it. And trust me, that took over.
Yeah. He's got a passion, hasn't he? He's got a passion, and he gives me that passion as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I've given it to him.
We're inspired by him right now. We're inspired by him. Like, it's like I don't want to miss this train. Look at the energy of this dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he's on 25 Red Bulls in 30
I'm
seconds. You know what I mean? Like,
telling
love
you.
it. I love it.
I'm telling you. And the interesting thing is that when you have people who are passionate like you, oh my goodness, joy, it just flies. There is joy. You see, there's no pain in the work. There is joy. It's all joy. It's not because there's no tiredness. There is tiredness. But the thing is that there is joy. You feel the happiness. It's not even anymore about the money. It gets to a point that joy you feel for doing it, for bringing people, and people now recognizing that you have helped them. That joy, money cannot buy that joy. The impact you bring in the lives of people, because where we are, people are hungry. People are mentally hungry. People are financially hungry. People are physically hungry. They want something to move. They want something to make an impact. And everyone who becomes successful in any adventure has a certain hunger, drive. Okay, Daniel Pink wrote a book called Drive. And he says that if the reason for doing what you are doing is external, you have failed. It got to be internal. There must be an internal will that drives you. And this guy gives me that power, energy. Back to you, Solomon.
Yeah. So, CEO, I want to thank my mentor, and I want to also assure anyone, as I said initially, that yes, the journey that we are going, it's a journey, and therefore you don't rest. Yes, till you get there, you don't rest. So one, I planned. I told myself, yes, it is possible. I can do it. And this is how I do it. You see, I needed over 80 something, like over 100 people to get to Diamond. And I told Prof that I can do this. How? So I designed a strategy, and I want everybody to put this down. It is very, very important. I designed a strategy. Now, we know we have 30 to 31 days in a month. And I told myself that by the end of June 30th, I should be a diamond. It wasn't an easy. And trust me, it is a team building. You can't do it alone. Therefore, you need to work with a team. Some people will give up on you. I remember some of my team members, my brothers, my own sisters. Sometimes it could be your husband, it could be your wife. They can give up on you. But trust me, I push myself. Like I said, I told myself that when I open my back office, I see my name. And therefore, I don't see anyone's name. And I can do it. So far as I've moved it from stage 1, I can move to stage 2. So I designed a strategy. And I did that with my professor, my mentor. So you can't do it alone. You need to get a mentor. First, get a mentor. Design and speak to him about your strategies, about your plans. So beginning of the month, I told him, I want to go diamond. And these are my strategies. So I divided the month into 4 equal parts. That is 1st to 10th, and then 10th to 20th, then 20th to 25th, then 25th to 30th.
Amazing.
So this is the plan. And I make sure that within 1st to 10th, I have a number of people I'm registering. Therefore, I have a dream board. I've drawn it down that every day from this day to 10th, I should get no less than 30 people. Hence, how are you going to get it? You need to build with a team. You need to get down to the team. Go down. Sometimes some people are not even registered by you, but be so far they're in your team and they're able and they're hungry. You work out with them. Therefore, I got them up and we designed a strategy. I said, do you know something? It is time for you to make income. GotBackup is real and it's genuine. And trust me, it can take us to a dreamland. Let us push together. And I had some few people who are also hungry like me. Oh my goodness. We started presentation. Sometimes I run 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I even sometimes monitor the US time. I don't sleep. I go presentation one after the other. Doing a day, I can speak to over 50 people on a single call. Oh my goodness. It is not easy. Like my professor said, to become a diamond have to pass through fire, a deep fire. You need to burn it. Like you need to face it. But trust me. So I remember from 1st to 10th, I was already registered over 25 people. I said, yes, it is going. So sometimes even when I'm not seeing my progress, I have to call him that Bros, I want to see my progress. So that I see the amount of people who are left for me to hit a diamond. And by the grace, with the spirit, with the energy. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I call all my team members, we are meeting at this joint, we are going here, presentation for presentation, a day I can do over 10 presentations. It's not easy. And oh my goodness. Let me tell you one thing. When
you remember sometimes I will have to call you and tell you that we need the numbers, because we need the numbers to move, because we are dealing with the numbers. And we are working. Sometimes this guy is not sleeping. He has to wake me up. I'm not sleeping. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. We are just working around the clock. And we are monitoring the U.S. time. And the U.S. are sleeping. We are awake. And so everything has to be synchronized. And it requires tenacity. It requires drive. It requires hunger. It requires a vision to do that. And we thank you for that.
Exactly. Thank you. And I can attest, like I remember even last week, it was like 2 p.m. our time, and I see Dr. Sol, or 3 p.m., maybe even 4 p.m. And I checked the time in Ghana. It's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm like, he's signing up people at 3 a.m. Ghana time? Mm-hmm. So when he says he didn't sleep, he literally didn't sleep, you know? And now he's built amazing momentum. And I'm sure Dr. Koa and by the way, something just dawned on me, guys. Perseverance, focus. Both these gentlemen have PhDs. Many people in Dr. Koa's downline are medical doctors. You know the perseverance, the tenacity, the drive, the delayed gratification it takes to become a PhD. And excuse me for overstepping my boundaries, but I'm sure that same drive that it took for both of you to become so elitely educated is the same drive that you put into GotBackup. Would you agree?
Yeah. We've been tested beyond normality.
Yeah. So, you know, I could talk to you gentlemen for hours right now because it just inspires me. But any last words, because we do want to bring in some of our other diamonds. We're already 40 minutes in.
Yes, I know a lot of other great mentors are there. So my simple saying is that be exemplary and sacrifice for other people. Forget about you. It's not about you. Success is not about you. Achievement is about you. Success is about other people when you are alive. Legacy is about other people when you are dead. So your success is about other people. When you take it out of you and give it to other people, success is done.
Absolutely. Any last words, Dr. Solomon?
Yes, please. Yeah, so I want to assure everyone on this call, worldwide, globally, that GotBackup can take you to your dream. It is genuine. It is real. It's something that can help you. At least I've felt the system. I've enjoyed the system. I feel the dollars. It is cashable. It is, oh my goodness. So I want everybody here that if you really want to get to your dream, if you really need something that can take you there, GotBackup is here. But let me tell you, things are difficult. Sometimes you won't get it easy. Negativity will come. People will give up on you. But trust me, develop yourself that no matter what, I can do it. I must do it, and it must happen. This is my saying every single day. And one day, you can become a black diamond. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. Koa, Dr. Solomon. So I don't even want to remove you from the stage. Please stick around, because if we have time, we'll open it up at the end for everybody just to say some final words. But I'll take you out for now. So thank you, Dr. Koa, as well. I really appreciate it. And the next people I want to talk about is another phenomenal group of individuals. Sylvia, I've had the pleasure of meeting in person. Walter, I hope to meet in person very, very soon. This really amazing couple, spend half their time in Italy, half their time in Canada. And, you're going to see the same common denominator in tenacity, and they really work well together because, my perception is you've got Sylvia, who's got the energy of a bull. They both have energy, but to me, my perception, Sylvia has the energy of a bull, and then you've got Walter that kind of just runs everything behind the scenes, and they're just an amazing couple that have gone diamond out of Italy. So without any further ado, Hello, my amazing friends. You both look amazing today. Thank you for being here. So my first question is, of course, was it Chris and Tammy as well? Was it what made you decide to jump in with us? And thank you for being here, both of you.
So let me just 1 minute. First, I want to thank 1 second, Dr. Koa and Dr. Solomon. That was amazing, and thank you very much. And Joel, thank you for us here in this call. Before we go in there, if you don't mind, I would like to step back 1 second and tell a little bit about myself.
Absolutely.
Because I'm originally from Italy, but it's a long time that I live in Canada. That's why we do 6 months there, 6 months here. And I'm been in network marketing for over 20 years and total of 4 companies. I'm specialized to open up the European market. And yes, I made a few million along the way and build organization globally. So love the industry and fall in love with GotBackup even more because it's not completely a network marketing company. Very different from what I did for 20 years. Also, I was for 20 years with companies that they were doing, we were selling product, wellness, beauty industry. And to be honest with you, I never sell a product. I have to be honest with you. I build organization, helping people to grow, helping people to change their life. And that's what I love to do. So totally agree with Dr. Koa when he says, don't think about yourself, but think at the other person. Help the person that is in front of you. Go down in your organization and help more people that you can. So now let's go back. Why GotBackup was because of Chris. Well, I was actually invited for dinner at Chris and Tammy's house. My husband Walter was at the time in Italy, and they prospect me, but it happened in a way that was me prospecting myself almost, because we were honest. We were having dinner. I had my cell on the table. Chris was on my left with his cell on the table, and Tammy in front of me with his cell phone on the table. And I was looking at Chris' phone, receiving message every second. It was one message after another one. And when we finished it, I said, wow, guys, your business has been exploding. And Chris said, well, is a new business actually that we start and is in the digital space. Both Chris and Tammy, me and Walter were on the mastermind of Eric Worre, and Eric Worre during one of the masterminds said to look for something in the digital space. And we were looking for 2 years, guys, 2 years, but everything was crypto or project that we didn't want to get involved, to be honest with you. So we want something different. And Chris, when he started to talk about this project, wow, let me tell you what I saw. I was at the beginning of a project that had all the potential to be the next Dropbox. The only company of cloud storage that pay you and pay you very well. Cloud storage, number one trend. One of the definitely top trend in the world. We hear so much talking about AI, but let's be realistic. Either AI need cloud storage, right? Everything need to save the data, their information. And we had the best offer. Are you kidding me? They were all the ingredient to be a successful business. And I know was a startup, and usually the challenge, I personally love startup, guys. All the challenge are there, all the problem are there, but if you start at the beginning of a project is where the big huge money are. I tell you because I did 3 pre-launch in Europe. So but I got excited, but I get very passionate, and in the other. And my husband is an analytic person. He's always saying no. He always, every time I say, what do you think about this one? No. What do you think about that? No. And Joel before said that every day, the new company coming up, the sell product. The last thing I want was selling something. Okay, really sell. I want a project that was different, and here I was. But I sent the information to Walter, and what happened?
And I was in Italy in that moment, so we were separated for a little while, and this is what happened. Sylvia reached to me and sent me some information about GotBackup, and yes, Joel, I am the guy behind the scene, and so she sent to me the information and asked me, please evaluate this project. I want to know your opinion before signing in. And okay. I took the information. I look at GotBackup, the company, GVO, and so on. And well, in this period, there were a lot of crypto scam, mining scam, fake digital project, and so I were really skeptical about any digital project that emerged. There were a terrible period for this kind of things. So I was very skeptical. But I had a past of manager in IT space. And so I have some skill in evaluating informatic and IT projects. So it took me very little time to understand that it was a simple cloud storage offer, really simple. And for me, simplicity is opportunity, because you don't have to explain for a long time, like we did when we used to sell product in the health and wellness industry. It was very difficult to make people understand the science behind and all this stuff. But as you said, Joel, in the beginning, already more than 3 billion people in the world use cloud storage. So you don't have to explain anything. They already know what it is. And it was so simple, no string attached, something so useful. So make the story short, in less than an hour, I reached back to Sylvia and said, block your position. This is a good opportunity.
Yes, and hear that from Walter, which is always no. It was huge to me, and I said, let's make it happen. And I signed in that night. Then, I fell in love with the project, and I know we are in the right place at the right time.
Oh, I'm getting emotional. Truly, like, I mean, and I've been chatting to Eve on the back. Like, we're just so blessed to be seeing people that see the vision. I'm getting an echo for some reason. I don't know why. Are you getting an echo? Anybody? Oh, it's.
I am. Yeah, maybe it's because we're close. I don't know. Yeah,
No,
I do get it.
I don't think it's you. I think here. Let me close one door here.
Anyway, while Joel is closing the doors, I really, really, really wanted to thank you, both Sylvia and Walter, from the bottom of our hearts. Yeah, now I get the echo. Sorry. Yeah, Joel
Thank
will
you.
be back in a minute, but thank you so very much.
I'll come off for a sec so it's not echoing. Go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to thank you again for all the incredible work you are doing, and we always value your feedback, your opinion. We learn from you guys, so thank you so very much for being with us.
And thank you for helping us the way you do. It's unbelievable. Without you, I don't know.
Yes, and
Thanks.
really, your efficiency is incredible.
Well, thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. I
Thank you
feel very-
for the quick
We are truly blessed to have you
useful
with us.
support.
Yeah, it kind of reminds us of our dynamic, Eve, where I'm kind of like the bull, like Sylvia is, and then I've got Eve behind the scenes that takes care of everything else and keeps us on the straight end of things and so forth. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I'm trying to, because we're running out of time a bit, but you've got some good members on your team that are duplicating as well. And you've already said the bulk of it. It's really about the people, more so about the product. Of course, what we all love about the product is for sure it's not a scam. Number two, it is very simple to understand because 3 billion people use it already. But what is one good tidbit, piece of information, Sylvia, Walter, could you, because you've got some good team members duplicating as well. What's your advice on getting your team to grow?
Okay, well, first, let me tell you one thing. For people that they do not know me, yes, I made few million in this industry, built huge organization. But at one point of my life, I was in a shelter center with 2 young kids. And it was very, very hard to come out from that situation. And this type of business gave me the opportunity with a little investment. Look what GotBackup does, okay? With little investment to build an empire. So this type of industry not only changed my life, but the life of my children, generation to come. So if you stay focused, and I want to, Dr. Solomon said, I saw the future. The mindset is very, very important because if you believe you can do it, you already have half of the job done. Okay. So he also said, I'm hungry. Okay. So guys, you need to be hungry, willing, and teachable. Okay. So this is 3 ingredients that will move mountain. But I'm a strong believer to help my organization on system. We have a system in place. But bottom line is that even if you have the best system in the earth, guys, you still need to be disciplined, focused, persistent. You need determination. And most of all, because you can have everything you want, but if you don't go to action, you don't go nowhere. Okay? So with our people, we have a system set up. We do Zoom every to Zoom training every week. And I have to say that we do what Dr. Koa said. That is practically helping people one-on-one and go deeper. Don't just help the people that you bring into the business, because my personal experience, to be honest with you, is diamond show up deeper down the line. Okay. Usually most of the time, the one that we bring to the business never make it to the end. But if you look at people that are coming in, you will see potential. Go to work with the people that you see potential, that they are willing, that they are hungry, and they are teachable. And you helping them, you build diamond. So this is what I did in this industry all my life. Now working together, we have an incredible system that I'm good in recruiting and work with people, Walter in the other, and work behind the scene. But without them, I'm lost because there are so many things that they take care and give me more space to build a business.
So it's, go ahead, Walter. Sorry. Go ahead, sir.
That one of the bigger challenges to be a leader is to communicate the vision, because you had the vision in the beginning and you joined, and you are full of enthusiasm, but it's very difficult to communicate the vision to other people. I appreciate very much Dr. Solomon, because with his passion, with his strength, he can really communicate the certainty that he will become a big leader.
Yeah,
Thank
it's almost like, listening to both of you now, the biggest hurdle, or one of the hurdles, is helping others truly believe in themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they join something and then they get into analysis paralysis. They keep too much in their head, and then what you really need to do is just take action and start by picking up the phone. I know a lot of people here are looking for, okay, how do I generate traffic? Guys, these people became diamonds from old school, belly to belly. Call up people that share the vision, share the idea, and let them know, like Dr. Solomon and Sylvia and Walter are doing, we're making this happen anyway. And we'd love to do it with you. If it's not for you, that's okay. But we're going to make it happen anyway, because one of the biggest triggers to get people to take action, guys, is the fear of missing out. It's so sad, right? And it's so true, right? We've all heard, we had the boyfriend or the girlfriend, and then all of a sudden they dump you, and then, oh my God, I want them back so bad. That fear of missing out is a big trigger to get people to move forward. So thank you, Walter and Sylvie, for sharing the vision, for being such an amazing leadership. Is there anything else that you want to share? Then we'll bring up Chris and Tammy, and then we'll bring up everybody at the end again, just to maybe share any last little things. But anything that maybe I missed that you'd like to share?
Joel, I can stay for 1 hour.
Okay, no problem.
So, but we cannot, because we have so many diamonds that they need to talk. But let me give you the 8 point of what you really need to become a diamond, make it to the top in this industry. A clear vision, because if you don't have a clear vision, if you do not know where you're going, how you expect people to follow you. Mindset, and you already hear also Dr. Solomon, I saw the future. Change your habit, change one habit every day, or change one habit and for 1 week stick to it, and then or substitute an habit. Okay, that is even better. Okay, and your results are the reflection of what you do daily. Determination, persistence, discipline, and action. That's it.
Well said.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to both of you very, very much. Enjoy your day. If you have to bow out, no problem. Thank you so much for your time. And above all of it, thank you so much for your friendship. Love you both very much. And
thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty, folks. So the next people I want to bring up, I'll tell, I mean, I guess this is going to go well over an hour, but not much more than another 30 minutes. So stick around, guys, because one, I still want to show you the new funnel that we're going to be putting out for you today. It's super, super cool. But the next folks I want to talk to you about, many of you know the story already. And, we've talked about analysis paralysis, where we talk about getting in, and the point I'm trying to make here, it still happens to me too. Okay. It's like, oh, should I not? Oh, what if I don't? And when that starts happening to me, I say to myself, shut up, brain. You know what you need to do. Just shut up with the negative talk over here and just do what you need to do. And that was what was happening to me for about 3 weeks before I reached out to our next guests, which are, Chris and Tammy, Chris Yangrad, Tammy Sellers. It took me, they don't know this, but it took me three and a half weeks to reach out to them. I met Chris and Tammy well over 20 years ago in another network marketing company called Lexus International at the time. And again, I can't put my finger on it exactly, but I just looked at them and I'm like, I want to be them. I want to have their energy. I want to have their magnetism. I want to have their professionalism. I want to have, and it's all about that posture, that positive energy. So needless to say, I knew they were doing extremely well already in network marketing. Sometimes your past will affect your future. And what I mean by that, guys, is 10, 12 years ago, to get a conventional network marketer who is used to selling physical products and goods, like 10 years ago, if they couldn't touch it, taste it, feel it, they didn't get it. right? So I've been in the digital marketing space for 25 years, since 1996 or so. And 10 years ago, I would always reach out to network marketers, not affiliate marketers, but network marketers, trying to get them involved in what we were doing with other digital products that we have. And it was just like, it was like banging my head against the wall because they just didn't understand. There's a paradigm shift. The past 3.5 years or so, even like a few of our leaders have mentioned, Eric Worre, who's one of the best world-renowned leaders and teachers in network marketing, understands that companies need to pivot into a digital world. So because of my past of having very, very low success on trying to get network marketers to promote a digital product, I almost didn't reach out. And it took me 3.5 weeks. And then I finally said, I have to, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. So needless to say, I sent Chris a message. It was, hey, Chris, I know you're doing very well. I know we haven't talked in a very, very long time. And I apologize for, putting this into your face. That's how I felt at the moment. But I really want you to, this is doing really well. And I just want you to take a look at it. And I think they were flying in from Philippines or somewhere, anywhere. They were landing, and they reached back out in a very, very short period of time. And Chris, here's Tammy, who's a diamond right now. I've got 2 separate slides for them. Chris is our first blue diamond in the company. But the point being, like everybody said, I finally got off my butt, told my analysis paralysis brain, told the negative side of my brain, shut up, Joel, stop it, go and reach out. And that's exactly what I did. And thankfully, I was so blessed to be able to work with them. So I'm going to bring them up now. And Chris and Tammy, thank you for being here. Love you both so much. And just amazing leadership from the both of you. And yeah, I'm actually speechless because I still have to pinch myself to say I'm working with Tammy and Chris. And it's just been an amazing pleasure. So thanks for being here, guys. You're a better leader than I am. So anything you want to say at the beginning? I don't have any questions because you always have all the questions answered. Over to you guys. Oh, they're frozen. Oh, it's very choppy.
Is there any sound? Is that okay?
Eve, is it choppy for you too?
Okay.
Eve, you're on camera right now. Or is it me? Hang on.
Я Джоеля вже питала. So
Okay. I can't tell if it's me. Is it choppy for everybody else? Here, let me bring him out and back in. It's okay. It's choppy for you. Oh boy. Okay, let me call Chris on the phone.
Yeah. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear us?
Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Okay. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, that's much better at the moment, Chris. Yes, we couldn't hear a word you said.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay. Is it working now? We're good?
It seems to be good. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, excellent. Well, first of all, Joel, you're very humble. Very, very humble, because we really look up to you and Eve and Mike behind the scene. Absolutely phenomenal. First of all, I want to congratulate Dr. Kewe, Dr. Solomon, obviously Sylvia and Walter. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I know there's other diamonds that I've done very, very well. We got backup. But before I begin, Tammy, why don't you go ahead and share?
Yeah, first of all, I just want everybody to record or go back to the recording of what Joel said when he connected with Chris and I, because most people, they'll talk themselves out of connecting with people. Mm-hmm. And they miss the opportunity. I remember Chris years ago, because we've been in the industry for 27 years. And yes, it's uncomfortable to contact somebody, but you know what? You never know where somebody's at. So always remember that. You never know where they're at in their life. If you don't make that phone call, you're going to miss the boat. you're really going to miss the boat. I can tell you, I'm sure every single one of you have lists of people that you know that you haven't contacted. And I can guarantee you that their names are on somebody else's list.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we motivate ourselves to connect with people. And when, we're talking about always old school marketing, it's unbelievable the success that's happening in GotBackup and in developing teams comes from old school marketing. It comes from that relationship building. People need that belly to belly. They need that connection. They really do. And it's important to build strong relationships because that's where the trust comes. So when Joel connected with, I remember the message because we were on a flight.
We were landing from Mexico. And we were in Florida.
And he said, Joel connected with me, let's give him a call back. And we did. And of course, we talked to you and it was such a no-brainer to be part of this. I'm not going to steal a lot of thunder and I'm not going to repeat everything that was already said by the exceptional leaders that are diamond, double diamond. They're all going to be black diamonds for sure, because they have what it takes. They said all the right things that got them to where they are today now that's going to excel them to that next level. And so I just wanted to I just lost my train of thought.
That's all good.
I just wanted to recognize.
I probably threw you off. Was about to say something.
Yeah.
But here's the thing here, folks. It's very, very important. In this call, every aspect that I would want to talk about has been mentioned.
Yes.
We talked about mindset. Your mindset is everything. What you think about expands. If you think bad, unfortunately, bad will be your environment. So you got to work on your mindset. Very, very important. Number 2 is you have to be clear. And if you share a message with someone, don't go around the bush. Be clear about what you're trying to tell them and why you're telling them and what are the benefits for them, not for you, for them. And the other thing is consistency. If you'll notice, Tammy and I are very consistent in our presentation. You'll notice Dr. Caraway, there's Anionam that's not yet, she's also very consistent. Sylvia, Walter, and there's also another lady, they're not diamond yet, but they're going to be there. Sylvia, within the Spanish community, doing extremely well, consistently presenting. And that's the key. Keep showing up. People notice. Even if they don't show up, they notice that you're there. And that will create a sense of a foundation that people will choose to follow. What you think about expands, folks. Remember that. Very, very important. Why do we choose GotBackup? Let me tell you why. Back in 2017, Tammy and I wrote a book. I just want you to understand why it's not just trying to tell you something to sound good. There's a foundational reason behind it. And what's happening, we wrote a book called The Freedom Formula, Breaking the Cycle of Poverty, One Person at a Time. This book is out there. It's been out there since 2018. Okay, it can be found on Amazon. And again, that's nothing to do with selling. I'm using that as a reference. What happened is in this book, we talked about the importance of breaking the cycle of poverty. And one of the best vehicles to get there is network marketing. Why? Because network marketing is a price point that most people can afford and also have goods that people can make use of. Some of the best products in the world come from the industry of network marketing. Now, going back to GotBackup, it goes back to about 4 years ago. We were in one of the mastermind that I think, Sylvia, you might have been there also with Walter. Yeah. And we were sitting in Eric's Worry's home, and you talk about the future of network marketing. And something that you guys have to really, really consider is digital services. Digital services is the future. Why? Because what we've seen through the pandemic and all the challenges that are still reflecting here today because of that has increased the cost of living, the distribution, the product, everything. I mean, we've seen this. But when it comes to services, there is no physical good to deliver. It is a digital service. And cloud, folks, the cloud storage is the new oil. Data is the new oil. That's where people need to store their stuff, because otherwise this stuff is gone. So the point here is it's an absolute no-brainer. But the fact here also, and one of the reasons we chose GotBackup is people will follow because they like you, know you, trust you. Mm-hmm. Well, I like Joel. I know Joel. and I trust Joel. So right away, okay, that's covered. And the other thing too is we have made friendship from all over the world with people from Ghana, Nigeria, all over from Asia, all over from South America and Africa. And I mean, in from Canada, from East Coast to West Coast, United States, from the East Coast to the West Coast, Australia, New Zealand, down under. We've had friends from all over the world. And we knew that if we start something, it has to be from a price point that everybody can afford, not just the rich and famous. The $1,000 price tag to get started, it's kind of a dying breed. I'm not saying it's not good. What I'm saying is you're not going to reach the masses. The masses are in a price point that everybody can afford in a service everybody uses. This is why Netflix right now, if you look at their stocks, the value of one share is worth $1,300, one share US, for a $9 to $10 price point, or $7 depending on the package you use. Folks, think about this. That is the future. This is exactly what we have. And the other thing that I realized with GotBackup, it's not just the cloud storage, folks. You know, when you start a network marketing company, you need to start creating funnels. You need an email marketing system. An email marketing system will cost you minimum $25 a month, and that's for a limited amount of sending emails. After that, it goes up to easily $75, $100 a month. And then a funnel company will cost you anywhere between $50 to, actually, that's very conservative. It's more like $150 to $200, could be $99 a month to create funnels. You add all that up, folks, you're like $200, $300 a month. Here we are, $997 with a cloud storage with 6 terabytes, unlimited amount of devices, folks, with funnels, email marketing system. Do you see what I'm getting at? This is what you got. This is what you got. Now the rest is your mindset, which was often mentioned on this call here today. What you think about expands. Folks, the potential here. And again, I want to finish on this note. Dropbox has over 700 million users, folks. 700 million users. If you understand the glimpse of the composition plan of GotBackup, and you take that into this equation, do you understand the potential that we have? And the last point I want to share here on this note is some people say, well, I've been in GotBackup for so many years, so many months, and I don't know what to do. Here's what you need to do. Number one, you need to be active. Number two, sponsor one person on your left team, one person on your right team. Then you are what we call a copper. And then teach these two to do exactly the same thing, become copper. And repeat that again. That's called duplication. All the leaders that are here today, they're here because they are duplicating and their teams are duplicating. It's not about you doing all the work. It's not about you getting all the leads. It's about you working with someone that's willing to work. And the other point here, there's so many points to cover, but it's really important, is your team will only grow as fast and as far as the amount of leaders that you have in your organization. Because whenever there's troubles, challenges, issues, and folks, mark my words, it's called life. There will be challenges, there will be issues. You can sit back and pound on them and whine and complain, or you can move forward and learn from them. And the fact here is when you have leaders, whatever problems you have, the leadership steps in and it will create innovation, different ideas, different scenarios to try to help with this, like this event, for example. This is exciting. And what's going to happen is your organization will stop going down where the leaderships begin. So if there's no leaders in your business and all you do is signing people up to get the cab commission, well, you'll make good money, $50 a pop for people coming. That's you do that 1,000 times. That's a lot of money. But if you want to have a residual income, you need someone in there that's going to take all these people and make sure that they train them, and make sure that there's motivation, and make sure that there's some education in a training process and a consistency. And people need a community to thrive. Again, I was mentioning on the call here today. So all this to say here, folks, is to be successful, it's all the information has been laid out very nicely on this call. I highly recommend for you to get back. So I don't know, Tammy, if you want to add anything else here, we'll pass it over to Joel.
There's just so much. And at the end of the day, simplicity is what really, really sells. And the more simple you keep it, the more people will be involved in it, because people are busy in today's life. And keep everything simple and share the value and keep doing it over and over and over and over, and you'll go up the ladder just like everybody else.
So thanks a lot for the opportunity to share it. Thank you for you and Eve and Mike. Joel, you guys are just amazing.
You give so much value. Your hearts are just huge.
We
Well,
love you.
thank you guys. I personally am always impressed by your patience, like the patience to educate, motivate people. It's like I don't have that much patience, so I'm always looking up at you guys. Like, you are just amazing.
Yeah, you're so right, Eve. Like, like as an example, when I talk to Chris almost on a daily basis, and Tammy as well, he's like, "Oh, I have a meeting," and I'm like, "Oh, is it a group meeting with like doing a webinar for 30?" He's like, "No, I'm meeting with one person." I'm like, "You're meeting with one person." Now, he does this multiple times a day, probably 15 times a week. And that's where the patience comes in, because he's taking that new person and turning them into their own leadership.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it really dawned on me, this business is about helping people truly believe in themselves. Because it's not about $10 a month. It's
Correct.
not about cloud storage. People need it. Their reluctance is, can I do it? And if you spend enough time and you motivate those people and you mold those people and you make them realize that you're there for them, that's the key. Now, some of you might say, well, I'm not successful right now because Chris and Tammy or Dr. Koa or Dr. Solomon, they're not my upline. I've never met my sponsor. That doesn't matter.
Show up
What
Saturday.
matters is what you do with yourself from that point on. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, like it's I am just so happy that I actually texted you. That's all I got to say. Because it really was like 3.5 weeks. I don't want to bug him. I know he's already making millions. Why the heck would he want to talk to me? Whatever. But it's like you said, Tammy, you don't know where people are at in their lives. And the converse is true too. I've seen many times over the years, guys, where I've talked to somebody and they're like, nah, it's not for me, or no, thank you. And the no is also a perspective of where they are in their lives. And 3 months later, I'm like, they just joined.
Exactly.
Wow, well, right time, right place. So it goes both ways. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for your leadership as well. I know we're almost an hour and a half in. What I'm going to do now, guys, and then we'll come back up just at the end to say goodbye with everybody who's still here. Now, obviously, we couldn't bring in all the diamonds, guys. There's actually 23 diamonds and above in the company right now. So we're growing very, very well. So I'm going to just, I'll take you off the stage for now, Chris and Tammy, for a moment. Thank you very much. For your time. I really appreciate it. And so what I want to show now, guys, because we promised you a new funnel. Now, in today's AI world, okay, a lot of people are excited about AI. We created our own AI funnel, which is actually doing quite well. It's actually not doing as well as our original funnel, okay? And our original funnel, I think it was Dr. Koa or Chris and Tammy said, don't beat around the bush. Tell people exactly what you've got and exactly what your intentions are. Okay. So when we created the funnel, the 24/7 autopilot funnel, there's a little bit of mystery around it, right? It's like all the things that gone wrong with network marketing are fixed with AI. And so again, the point is it's doing well, and things when you first launch them do really well. There's a bell curve to everything. So now it's kind of leveled off a little bit now that it's a month and a half in, to the point where our first funnel is actually still, not to say you don't want to use the autopilot funnel. It's going to be there for a lifetime and it does work. But what really came across to me is, as good as AI is helping people do more things, I've also realized that AI is scaring people. And why is it scaring people? Because we know that there's uncertainty in what jobs will be taken by AI in the future. Now, here's what's really cool. The one thing that will never be taken away, regardless of AI, is your intellectual property, your memories, your videos, your memes, your PowerPoints, your contracts. So in this world of AI and of uncertainty, the one business that will never go away, because you're not going to generate an artificial picture of the memory of your child being born. You're not going to generate an artificial picture of the wedding of your daughter, right? So this is where I want to play this new video for you guys. And it's a new funnel that we are releasing today. So let's play that now very quickly for you. And then I'll give you guys the link, and then we'll come back at the end and just say bye. So let's play that now for you guys.
Want to hear something absolutely insane? Over 402 million terabytes of data are created every single day. Even crazier, 90% of the world's data has been generated in just the past 2 years. Now, if you stick around until the end of this video, we will show you exactly how you can cash in on this massive data craze and make a great residual income from home. Here's another number for you, 5.81 billion. That's how many unique mobile phone users were recorded as of April 2025. That's 70.7% of the global population, all creating and storing data daily. Half of it in the cloud. And don't just take it from me. Here's what author and entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk had to say.
In the next decade, with the explosion of AI, the only safe business is intellectual property.
Your memories, your precious data, is your intellectual property. How would you like to get paid for protecting your valued photos, memories, and documents? Then, listen on to learn about this great home-based business opportunity, the kind where you can make money even while you sleep. Think about it. What's the one thing everybody has, and everybody protects like gold? Their data. Yup, their photos, documents, videos, memes, you name it. And get this, data has become the modern-day oil for both personal and business use alike. But don't just take my word for it. According to Statista.com, in the span of just 13 years, the amount of data generated worldwide has skyrocketed by a staggering 74 times. That's why we created GotBackup. It's your ultra-secure personal cloud storage. Big enough for you and 5 family members across unlimited devices. We're talking 6 terabytes of space. That's almost 3 times more than what the other guys offer. And guess what? It's only $9.97 a month. That's less than a margarita nowadays, am I right? And it gets even better. Remember I mentioned a home-based business? For just $20 a year, you can become a certified GotBackup reseller, which means you could earn up to 75% residual income every time someone signs up for this amazing cloud service through your link. And the best part, no chasing family and friends. It practically sells itself. Just share this very video you're watching right now and let our AI do all the heavy lifting. You're not just promoting an amazing cloud storage service, you're helping people protect their most treasured memories. Not computer savvy? No problem. The GotBackup software has been engineered for complete beginners and tech experts alike. Here's how it works. 1. Sign up as a GotBackup reseller for $9.97 a month and a $20 annual reseller fee. 2. Download the software on your computer or mobile device and simply click Backup. The software then does the rest behind the scenes. Once you see how smooth it is, you'll be excited to share it. 3. Send people this exact video you are watching now. They sign up. You get paid up to 75% in residual income. And that's it. Let me repeat that because this is wild. Dropbox pays you nothing. Google Drive? Zip. iCloud? Nada. OneDrive? Are you kidding? GotBackup up to 75% when somebody signs up through your link. So what are you waiting for? Fill out the form on the right to lock in your free position in our power line. Start your GotBackup journey. Then go grab your passport, book that beach trip, and order that $9.97 margarita. You earned it.
So there's a video for you guys. And here's your link. Now, where I have username, okay, you're going to replace with your login username, okay? So I just put the link in the text chat, replace username with your username, whatever your login username is. The actual video and new opt-in page will go live on Monday, but you can use it right now. What I mean by live, it will be available in your members area on Monday. So you guys have first to be notified right here on the call. So again, it's username.gotbackuptour.com/guest-started. I'm going to paste it again in there to use it. And then what I'm going to also do is let's just bring everybody back up on stage here for one more moment if we can. I think Dr. Koa's video is not connected properly. We maybe lost him for a second. So again, guys, there's 23 diamonds and above in the company. We couldn't obviously bring them all in because we're an hour and a half in already. So just wanted to publicly thank you guys. Any last words you want to say before we call it a day, guys? It's all about your mindset. It's all about the belief in the product. And that's exactly how these amazing people became extraordinary diamonds as above. So whatever you guys want to say, whether it's bye, have a great day. Awesome. But thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it.
I would like to thank you, Joel, all the people that they work at corporate, because you guys are incredible and give us a lot of support. Never in 20 years I saw anything like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Chris,
All
Tammy,
right.
Dr. Solomon, go ahead.
All right, so I would like to thank everyone, especially Chris and Tammy. Hello, wow.
See you, Solomon.
I'm so grateful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so well done, Silva, too. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Okay, so to everyone, our CEO, amazing CEO, thank you so much for this great opportunity. I want to assure everyone that yes, this is a God-sent project. If you believe it, and if you give your best, and you take the actions, oh my goodness, you shall get there. And I know that one day, everyone on this call is going to be a black diamond. That is the ultimate. Yeah. We are learning. I want everybody to be here to take it that be coachable, be ready to learn. This is an institution. It's a new institution. If you don't know how to do it, learn, and you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in the system. Believe in the company. Believe this is the company that I can see my CEO who is talking to me. Oh my goodness. And see amazing diamonds like you. Oh my goodness. So I am grateful. And I want to tell everyone that yes, be hungry, be angry, and go. Be hungry, be angry, and go for the.
I think we might have lost him. But my point here, Joel, very, very simple, folks. When you begin your business, it's all about you. But as you are moving up in the rank, you go back in the background. Let your people shine. Get out of the way. Let them thrive. That's how you raise your leadership. And Joel, thank you so much for making this opportunity available. Walter and Sylvia, really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I love the fact that we have spent a lot of time together. I hope we can do this again now that you're in Toronto. Yes. Maybe we can reconnect and have a nice supper together. Maybe we can take you out in a nice place. And I know, Dr. Koa, you're coming to Ottawa in August.
Can't wait to see you.
We look forward to spend some good time. Congratulations. Thank you for trusting me.
Sylvia and Walter, you should come too.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, guys. I just hear this, so yeah.
Oh, I'll be blessed.
Yeah, and Dr. Solomon, congratulations. I love your energy, and it's nice to see you again. I know the last time we saw you was probably back in November, in 2019 or 18. I forgot the exact date, but it's nice to see you. And and thank you so much for this opportunity. Really, really appreciate you, Eve and Mike. You guys are awesome.
All right.
Wow. Dr. Koa, any final words?
Well, I just want to say that GotBackup is not just about cloud storage and about income. It's about family. It's about community. It's about personal development. It is about discovering yourself. People are getting great things within themselves. We all have speciality, but sometimes you can't even uncover who you are. But GotBackup brings out the best in you. Leadership skills, communication skills, financial management, and so many things that a person is able to do. So when you look at, when you are in GotBackup and you're not making the money is just a tool. Who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. And that is more important than everything. So look at what you are becoming. Calculate, sit down, look into yourself. Was I like this before? Was I like that before? And look at how you are becoming, because that is what will eventually generate the return you will get later. Maybe not even in GotBackup, but it will generate a different return to you because of how life will be. That's what I want to say. So let's embrace it because we just started.
Well, thank you to all of you. I feel so blessed as well. Thank you to all of you who stayed on this call for the full 90 minutes. And we'll definitely have more calls like this. So thank you, everybody. Chris and Tammy, Walter and Sylvia, Dr. Solomon, Dr. Koa, and all our other diamonds who are not here that we will maybe bring in on a later date. Have an amazing weekend, folks. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the next call. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.